Hey guys, welcome to Antonino YT. We're doing Serie A prediction at the first game
With
uh,
AC football.
with Super Fag over here. So yeah,
So today we're going to be discussing, after the first game, we saw a little bit about every Serie A team, the way they play, the characteristics, the new coach, new players, and we're going to be seeing the top 20, how they play. So today I have a random number generator set up from 1 to 20.
Yep.
We're going to pick a number and we'll see whatever lands on is the number we're going to be talking about the team. So, who do you have at the number 5 position?
number 5 I have Lazio. This year Lazio have been so far the first game. Mobile already scored 2 goals. I think Lazio have good potential. Got some new midfielders. Got some same Inzaghi, who I think is just gonna help them get better because he's learning the game more and everything. I think they're gonna I think they'll keep the Euro spot and be able like this year.
Well, I agree with that. I also have Lazio at 5th, like he said. They kept their masterclass coach Inzaghi. He was rumored to go to Juve. It never happened. Juve kept their coach. Got a new coach. They still kept hold of Milinkovic-Savic. They didn't buy too many new players in the market, but they kept hold of their young talents. Torkosha. They still have a Charby, Wallace in the defense. They kept hold of some experienced players, and they still have the striker Immobile and Correa. So I think they'll be able to hit a Europa League spot this season and maybe go on semi-final, quarterfinal, maybe hit the Champions League next.
Good explanation, sir. What's the next number?
Numero 2.
2, I have Inter. Just all the time, whenever Conte's his coach, he always brings shitty teams and brings them up. Especially this year that they have he had a lot of money to work with, besides screwing over Icardi, but that's a different story. But I don't think they're going to do better than Juve, even though Conte's a good coach. Just the fact that Juve just have a way better team, and just Maurizio Sarri is just amazing. So I think they're just going to take the second spot.
Again, another agreement. Inter at second place. It's going to happen. They had more money. They spent more money so far than all the other Serie A teams. From their stadium, they're getting the most income, so they have more to spend. Romelu Lukaku is going to be one of the top number 9s in the Serie A this season. Capocannoniere, I'm just saying, top 3 Capocannoniere. They had a few losses of Icardi and Nangolan, but they also brought back midfielders in Sensi, who scored in his first match, and also Barella, who didn't play, but also a young talent. They also got Godin in defense and Lazzari, young players, so I think it'll solidify and they could hit second place, especially with Conte.
Yeah.
All right, now number 3.
So Napoli. I don't know. Napoli, they have a good team with Insigne. Now they got Lozano, who's going to be amazing. They're going to another winger that's going to be super fast, help out Mertens in the front, get the ball in there all the time. They have a good defense now with Manolas and Koulibaly, who's going to be amazing. Sometimes some screw-ups, but still, I think they're going to be good this season, no matter what. They have a good team and everything. Solid.
Second year of Carlo Ancelotti as their coach. I also put Napoli at 3rd place. With Carlo Ancelotti, I think he could guide their squad. They have a lot of talented players. They kept hold of Milik, Fernao, Lozano, Insigne, and Mertens. They still have Fabian Ruiz, who's supposed to go to Real Madrid, Koulibaly, Meret, the young goalkeeper. They have a lot of talent in the squad. They recently beat Fiorentina, which was, I didn't mention, their defense. They put in Costas Manolas, but he let in 3 goals. But again, they shouldn't have won. Mount Mertz, it's pretty bullshit, but it's all right. I think Napoli finishes 3rd.
Yeah.
All right. 15th place.
15th. Sassuolo at 15th.
Sassuolo.
Whatever.
Why?
I don't know. They have a good team. They're always good, but I don't think their team is up to standards this year to the rest of the Serie A. Fiorentina's buffed their team. Genoa's buffed their team. Lazio, all the top 10, whoever my top 10 is, pretty much have buffed their team. I don't know. I think Sassuolo's still going to be in the Serie A, but I don't know if they're going to be on the top because they still have a lot of young players that are good but not the best.
15th place, I placed Parma there. Well, last season, if you were talking to me about the Serie A, I would have said the newly promoted team, Parma, would be in 10th place, even though they didn't do that good. This season, it's going to be, like you said, harder for the top 10 teams to do as good as they did last season, like Bologna and so on, to be in the high 10s. So I put Parma at 15th place. They still have Bruno Alves. They still have Sepe. They still have Roberto Inglese, who's the core to this squad last season. So I think they'll be able to get a good couple of wins this year, and they'll finish at 15, stay in the Serie A.
Yeah.
All right. Number 20.
20. I have Hellas Verona. I don't know. Last time they won the Serie, they didn't do good. I don't think this year they're gonna do good. I don't know what to explain. I don't think their team is up to standard. They're not like Brescia that fixed up their team that is ready for Serie. I don't think they are ready yet. I still think they still need some time.
Well, I have Hellas Verona in 20th place. They have a good coach, Alfredo Ayeti. He's obviously brought them back from the Serie B twice. 2 seasons ago they were in the Serie A, and now they're in the Serie A again. So Ayeti's a very good coach, but the squad they have is not up to standards. They still have the Capocannoniere from a couple years ago at striker, and they have a couple experienced players, but it's just not going to be enough compared to the rest of the teams, especially the other newly promoted sides. Even Lecce, I think, will finish in front of them, and they have a lot of competition to get out of relegation. So I think that they're going to be the number 20th spot. Back to Serie B.
Yep.
Number 10.
Oh, just so you know, we don't have the same exact predictions. We just
agreed.
Yeah, we agreed.
All right, number 10. I'll start this time.
Yeah.
So, Sampdoria, number 10. They have a good coach this time. They have a decent coach. They got rid of their masterclass coach, Gianpaolo. He obviously went to Milan, and this will have a huge effect on them getting back to where they were last season. Quagliarella last season, Capocannoniere, we all know that. He was amazing, carried them out of a lot of games, scored a lot of goals. I don't think he'll have, even though I'm a big Quagliarella fan, I think he'll finish on like 15 goals this season. They solidified the defense with Mario. And they also have some other defender, Adero, young goalkeeper. Against Lazio, we even saw how good he did. But I don't think it's going to be enough for them to finish higher than they did last season, and they'll stay in the 10th place spot.
Yeah, I have Genoa at the 10th place spot. I don't know. This is kind of hard. I don't know if I should have been higher or not, but they increased their team. They put Sean in. So they got their team is pretty. Yeah, they have a pretty good team this year. Yeah. I think they're gonna. Like I said, like Fiorentina, they buffed their team. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to the top. Maybe they'll get a little bit higher than what I said. But I think they're not going to be in below 10th place this year.
All right, so number 11. I'll start this time again. Okay, we have Bologna at number 11. One of the best coaches in the Serie A, Sinisa Mihajlovic. Even though he's fighting for cancer right now, all the praise go to him. But even though he just recently, they tied 1-1 with Hellas Verona. Last game, they scored a penalty to tie it, and all of it's going to go good for them. Last season, they were going from bad all the way back to the 10th place, and I think this season they'll finish one place on there just because there's more competition. But they put a couple good players. They kept hold of all the good players in their squad. They signed Orsolini, confirmed Orsolini. So I think that overall they're going to have a great season again, and Mihajlovic is going to have another masterclass performance. All right, so the next.
I have Spal in 11th place right now. They
had a brilliant season last season.
Yeah, they had a good season last year. Plus, even though they did lose to Atalanta, they still do have a good team. I have no idea what the heck. I just put them there for now. So, yeah, just next team.
All right, so we have number 16.
16.
All right, I put Cagliari there. Cagliari, they had a decent season last season. They lost the hold of Barella. They kept their striker. He has great aerial battles, wins aerials, scores goals for them. They lost Barella, but they put Nainggolan. We all know why. Nainggolan made the transfer to Cagliari. But again, there's going to be more. There's going to be more competition. So I think they'll finish 2 places from relegation, and they'll stay in the Serie A for at least another few seasons. And they have a pretty young, talented squad for now. So I think they'll be good enough.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but I have the same thing as him. I have Cagliari at 16th place. Like he said, Nainggolan's going to be really good, even though, he went from Roma to Inter, now to Cagliari. I think he's going to do good. He's like that player that they need to, especially without Barella this year, to kind of fix the team together, because they don't have the sentiment like Barella, who's top class player. But I think they're still going to be in the Serie A, 16th place. I think it's good for them. Okay,
so number 1, La Campioni, the winners of the Scudetto.
So, yeah, we both have
agree.
Juventus.
All right.
You could call us Juventus fans, but no shit. But, it just, Juve, just at the team, how much they spent, Sarri now with the new coach, maybe a little bit the first 2 or 3 games, it's going to be a little so-so, but I think after a few games, they're going to learn his tactics. They're gonna be made. We have Ronaldo now playing at his position. We have a striker. We might get Icardi at this
Douglas
time.
Costa, Dybala.
Yeah, Dybala is who we have right now is just good. We have a good defense, especially if Chiellini gets hurt or anything. We still have Delit and Bonucci that we could play as a backup in case he gets hurt. So we have a good. I'm hoping we get at least Champions League this year too.
All right. Well, I put also Juve at number 1. I think even though they had a couple weak points of this trend in Mercato, they still didn't sign a striker. We're still hanging on to players like Higuain, Mandzukic, Didira, Matuidi, Rugani even. We're still holding on to them.
Mandzukic,
They should have been out by now, but we also got weaker by selling Cancelo. We got some financial gain on him, but we also got
But Danilo could be a weak point, even though it's like a link between him and
we got Buffon back for experience in the locker room, which could have been very helpful, and especially in the Champions League last season. Rabiot and Ramsey on a free transfer was amazing business by Parati, but we really need another striker to play number 9 up front, especially when Ronaldo wants it. We have a good attack with Ronaldo, Acosta, Dybala. I could go on from there. We still have Pjanic and Can in the midfield. We signed some young players, Di Maria. We have Pellegrini and Romero both on loan, but Alexandro, tactical for Sarri. And I think that the number 1 spot, there's going to be some competition, especially Sarri's a tactical coach. And with coaches like Conte and Ancelotti, there's going to be some tactical infliction going on in the field, especially because two tactics don't match each other well. So I think Sarri will come out in front, especially in the Serie A.
Yeah.
All right, number 6.
6. Who the fuck do I have at 6? I have Torino at 6. I don't know. They have Belotti, who is still. Depending on the year, he does amazing. Belotti, he's a good striker. He's fast. They won the past game, the first game that they had, 2-1. Forgot to who right now. Oh, fucking sure. Yeah, it's a Sassuolo. And I don't know. I think they're gonna do good this season. Last season they secured the Euro spot, so I think they could do good this season.
Well, for number 6, I have AC Milan. 1 spot down from last season. Even though they got Gianpaolo now, they signed a couple young signings, Rafael Leao, Durate. They still have Paquetá. For now, Suso is still a player. They still have Calabria, Donnarumma, best goalkeeper in the Serie A. But with the competition they have for the Champions League, I don't think there's any way of them getting top 4. Especially because they still haven't solidified a new defender. They're still playing with Musacchio. Well, Caldara is still hurt. Duarte, I don't think he has the experience to play at the top flight in the Serie A, and they still didn't sign anyone to play next to Romagnoli, so they only have Musacchio. Piontek, I think will have a decent season, but I don't think he could replicate what he did last season.
Yeah.
With the new coach's tactics, Çalhanoğlu, last game they lost 1-0 to Udinese. Çalhanoğlu was playing as a regista, that's not going to work. Suso, numero 8, numero 8, he's not playing his regular winger position like he likes to play how he did under Gattuso. So I think they're going to finish in the number 6 spot, worse than last season. All right, so let's see what we get. Number 14.
14.
I put Sassuolo. I put Sassuolo there only because I don't think they could replicate, again, what they did last season. They still have young talents. They still have a lot of their players that they had last season. They lost Kevin Prince Boateng, though. Acerbi went to Lazio last season, which was a hit on the defense. Especially now, Sassuolo, they're going to have tons of competition. They already lost the first game. And I think it could go down to 15-16 if they get rid of Berardi before the Mercato ends.
Yeah, okay, so for 14 spot, right? I have Brescia. I think because I don't know if they're going to go all the way up, especially with the signing of Balotelli and having Alfredo Donnarumma, right? They're both really good strikers. They're gonna play well. They're gonna do good, I think, in the Serie A. They at least have a good tact to stay in Serie A, unlike Hellas and Lecce.
Oh, okay, so nice argument. Number 12. So I have the big boys, Brescia. I'm a big fan of Brescia. As they were in Serie B, I always hope for them to be in the Serie A sometime soon. From all the way down, back up. For a while, they haven't been in the Serie A, but I think the time now is to impress. Whatever their coach is, Eugenio Corini. He's a really good coach. I forgot his name for a second, but Tonali, very good young midfielder, next Pirlo, Gattuso, whatever people say. He could be a really good class, a trio with Alfredo Donnarumma, who's the Capocannoniere of the Serie B, and Balotelli, who is their new signing. I think it'll be a really good
Spent all
team.
his money and then came back to play.
I think it'll be a really good team, and they'll be in 12th place and impress everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so what? Oh, wait. I have Parma as number 12. I don't know. I think they're going to do good this season. They only allowed Juve to score one on them. I think their defense is a lot better. The goalkeeper is probably going to save them a lot this year, if I'm going to be honest. But, you know, they're going to do good. So, I don't know about their attack right now, but still with Inglese and some of those players, they showed a good playing against Juve. Even though Juve didn't have the best team, but still, I think they could secure that spot.
Well, next we have number 18. Well, I have Udinese at the number 18th spot. I only think this because their squad is obviously not, I don't think they're capable to fight with the rest of the Serie A, especially since last season they had a really tough time in the Serie A. People were talking about them getting relegated and such. This season, people were saying they look strong, especially in defense. But even though they had an impressive start where they beat Milan, it's only going to get harder from there. They have a good defender in Sakao, who scored the goal to beat Milan. They still have Kevin Lasagna, who's a good striker, but I think if they get relegated this season, he's going to move on to another Serie A team because he's actually a quality Italian striker. And Udinese just didn't make any signings that are good enough to withstand the rest of the Serie A.
Yeah, like even though Lasagna is a really good striker, that if he plays for any other, honestly, AC Milan should probably sign him. Even though they did score, he did. Well, I don't know who the fuck scored against AC Milan at this point.
Sakao.
Who gives a shit? Okay, AC Milan right now. I don't know. Against AC Milan, it's good that they wait. Yeah, AC Milan lost, right?
Yeah, 1-0.
Okay, my head took a shit. I'm sorry, my fault. But yeah, even though they did win, I don't think they're gonna do good the rest of the season. Their team is just not up to standards right now in Serie A.
Yep, I agree. Well, we have number 7. Well, I put last season's underdogs, one of the best season with one of the best coach, Gasparini. I put Atalanta at 7th place, even though I didn't want to put Atalanta at 7th place. I'm a good fan of them. I'm a really good fan of them. I like to watch how they play, how they fight for the spot. Especially last season with they got into the Champions League, which is a surprise to everybody. Their first time in their history of the club, especially Gasparini. But with Gasparini, they had Paco Gomez, one of the almost who was close to getting the Capocannoniere. They had a lot of young players, and now they have Muriel, but they lost Mancini, who is a great player in the defense, and replaced him with an older player in Skirtle, which could be costly, especially for them, since he was one of their best defenders last season. And again, I keep saying this, but the competition got way harder, and I don't know if they'll be able to replicate. I hope they can, but I don't know.
Yeah, right now I have Fiorentina at 7th spot. I don't know, they buffed their team up. They still have Chiesa, they still have an amazing attack. Chiesa, especially now with Ribery, is going to be amazing, especially in the front. Ribery is going to be helping them, especially now that last year they had the youngest team in Europe, so especially with Ribery, it's going to help them get that experience they need, and I think they could definitely take 7th spot this year.
Okay, we have number 17. I put Spal at number 17. The only reason I put Spal at number 17 is because I don't think they're going to get relegated, even though they haven't buffed up their squad. They got rid of Lazzari, whatever his name is. I'll just go, whoever the guy went to Lazio. I'll look up his name just to make sure. Yeah, Manuel Lazzari. He went to Lazio. Now he was a midfielder where he could play a fullback. He was in EA Sports Team of the Season. He had a really good season, great cross for the ball, good finish, pace. But they lost him to Lazio, and that's going to be a really good sign to boost Lazio, but weaken Spal. Even though they played a good match against Atalanta, 2 goals, they still have a good attack, but that's why I'm keeping them in the Serie A and not saying they're going to get relegated, even though it's going to be a really tough season for them.
Yeah, right now I have Bologna at 17th.
They haven't got different.
Wait, yeah.
10th.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to do that good this year. I don't know why right now. My head's taking a crap, but I just don't think they're going to do good this year. I'm sorry. I know that's not a good explanation, but I think they're still going to stay in the Serie A, but I don't know if they're going to go higher because there's a lot more competition, like I said.
Yeah.
Even though that's the same answer for everything.
No, it's
but
true.
That is true. because now we're a lot better than what we got.
Serie A is a really good league this year.
Oh, see, I don't have my phone right now, so I can't look up shit like this, schmuck.
Hey, I'm not looking up anything. I'm just for the numbers. Number 13. All right, so Genoa. You already said Genoa. I forgot what you're putting. You put them at like 10th or something. I put them at 13th only because 13th is not a bad spot for Genoa at all. Again, fighting relegation last season. They could have been relegated easily last season. Them or Fiorentina, but I'm pretty sure it finished a draw, and that kept them in the Serie A. But they're gonna go up to the 13th place, I believe. They still have Stefano Sturaro. They took off Juve's hands. They beat Juve last season. They have some hope. Pandev is still there, experienced, but they put in some really young players of Monti, whoever that guy who scored against Roma was, young kid. He scored a diving header versus Roma, which showed some hope. They still have a good goalkeeper, and they also have Shauna, who's going to put some experience in the squad, and he was a semi-finalist with Ajax last season in the Champions League, so he's going to help them up to bring them to the 13th spot.
Yeah, I put Sampdoria at 13. Like you said last time, even though Quagliarella was the Capocannoniere, I don't think he's gonna be the same this year. He is getting older. He's still gonna be amazing though. Even the past years when he wasn't, he was still amazing. But I don't think this year Sampdoria are gonna perform as well as they did last year. Or in general, he's gonna get the Capocannoniere again.
9th place.
I have Atalanta in 9th place.
Atalanta.
Take
it away, boys.
Like I said, they're gonna be above 10th place definitely this year. They have a good team. They have, but Mancini and some of those defenders being lost is gonna definitely put a setback on their team.
Well, I said that Torino is gonna finish in 9th place. They have the coach, Walter Mazzarri. Yeah, Walter Mazzarri. He's a really good coach, but again, I think that the competition is really harder. And Kulu still is up for talks with Roma. And Kulu, yeah.
Kulu also.
Yeah. Well, if he got in talks with Roma, he could be leaving still. They kept Andrea Bellotti. Simone Zaza and Andrea Bellotti are looking pretty clinical. Simone Zaza got 2 goals against Sassuolo in the weekend. They have a really strong defense, especially with Izzo. I don't know. Hopefully he could perform the way he did so he could get a Euro spot for Italy in 2020 this summer. But I still think that Torino is going to be in 9th place, especially if they lose any of their other players at the end of the Mercato.
Yeah.
All right, so next number.
Oh, we didn't do
4th.
Well, who did you put 4th?
Roma. Only because they have the new coach, Vanessa, from Shakhtar Donetsk from Ukraine. He's a tactical coach. He's already stated, a quote from him was, the best way to play defense is to play attacking, which after the game against Genoa was something Roma really had. They tried to play defensive when they were 3-2 up with that color free kick, but Mancini made a mistake because they were trying to defend too heavily, and that cost them the game. So he wants them to focus on attack. They brought in a proper goalkeeper in Paul Lopez instead of Olsen, who wasn't a good replacement for Alisson last season. They just brought in Zappacosta. They also brought in Mancini, and they signed a new contract with Dzeko. Zaniolo signed a new contract, and I think Cengiz Under could really be a really important player for them this season. And I could see them getting back into the Champions League.
Yeah, I put them at 4th. Like he said, they signed a lot of good players that are gonna help them stay up. Like last year, they lost Nainggolan and Alisson, which were also big setbacks because Nainggolan was amazing in their attack, and Alisson was, should have never been sold, but that's a different story.
Well,
4th place, I think they didn't take it.
19th place.
19th place. Well, I think we both have the same thing again.
Lecce. I also agree with Lecce. We saw in the last game. I know they were playing Inter, who's a really good team.
Yeah.
They were playing Lecce. They had a great start, but they didn't concentrate because I think they just don't have the concentration or the focus or the experience to be a really good factor to play in the Serie A. I think that they'll get beat by most of the teams, and they'll have a disappointing, even though they had the new Greek kid who's playing for them, who would look good, Lapadula. He's been in the Serie A a long time. He could help them, but I don't think anything's gonna come out of it, and I think they'll finish in the 19th spot.
Okay, just saying. For some reason, the only good players from Greece are the defenders right now, so it could. But
And Mitroglou.
I don't give a shit. More from Italy, who cares? I think we're gonna kick them out of the Euros. But that's a different story, okay? Well, they're already out of the Euros in the qualifiers. They're not even qualified yet. But whatever. Okay, let's go back. So I said Lecce. Their team is more Serie B. I don't know. Maybe when they come back, they'll come back in another 2 years after this year. But hey, who knows? Maybe they could surprise us because we haven't really seen most of their team. They were seen that, which again with Conte, that type of team he is meant to destroy.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe they could surprise us and maybe even get 17th spot and stay in Serie A. But who knows?
Well, number 8, I have the underdogs, who I think is going to be the underdogs for this season. Fiorentina. They were fighting relegation last season, and 8th spot would not be bad at all for them, especially because how low they were last season. They gained a lot of popularity because of the new.
Definitely.
I'm a big fan of their owner, Rocco Commisso. I think it'll help them a ton, especially because of how he treats the fans, how he treats the players, and he doesn't make it tense in the locker room. Also, how they signed a lot of new players, in Ribery, who's one of their biggest signings they made this summer. But that's not. They also got Vlahovic, who's a great young striker. They still have Chiesa, even though his interest to go to Juve. They have Dragovic, and goalkeeper from Empoli last season, one of their best players, if not their best player in their last Serie A campaign. Biraghi might be on the way to Inter. It's coming close. That could be a hit for them, but Dalbert is a replacement apparently. They signed Badelj, who's coming back from Lazio. Lazio gave him back to Fiorentina. And they signed some other kids. They lost Veretout to Roma, but they have their replacement Badelj, so I think they're going to have a really good year and finish in the 8th place, maybe even challenge more. And their second season, I think that they'll go even higher, especially if they get a new coach other than Mantella, because that's someone who's going to be holding them back.
Yeah, for 8th place, AC Milan. I don't know. I don't care. Even though they signed Gianpaolo, who's going to be a great coach for them, it's AC Milan. They haven't been doing good for the past few years. You could shit on me because I'm a Juve fan.
Even though they have Maldini.
Yeah, but, seriously. If you look at their team, they lost Cutrone, all they have is Piatek. They have a goalkeeper, they've Donnarumma, who is amazing, no doubt. But they only have one good defender, that Romagnoli. Caldara is hurt, who was supposed to be their best player because thank you, Gattuso, you helped us out so much this year.
How about
kicking them all the way back? I don't give a crap. Okay?
How about Paquetá?
They're Bonaventura. Just shut the fuck up.
Bakayoko back to Chelsea.
That too. They have Bonaventura, who is pretty much the only good center mid right now.
Except Cassier and Paquetá.
I don't know who the frick.
And Çalhanoğlu and Suso, who's at number 8 now.
Well, Sassuolo is fucking shit. Suso, yeah, but he's not really. He's playing center mid this year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
he's not a center mid.
Yeah, but he's not a center mid.
And they tried playing Çalhanoğlu at Regista.
Yeah,
that was a big fail. Now they have Benacer. Benacer is really good center mid, so that could be help.
Yeah, but all they have is
Romagnoli, they still didn't replace Musacchio.
And again, Romagnoli can do everything, and same can Kisakatsu and Donnarumma can do everything either. Even that's and Piatek's not gonna have the same season as last year.
Well,
that's just a fact.
I believe that was all. 20 teams for the Serie A predictions.
Gonna be honest with you guys, my final the last 10. Besides the final 3, I don't know how that's gonna be.
I kind of
because at least below the top 10 is definitely gonna switch a little bit. Because right now it's a lot different because it's the start of the season. Obviously, maybe they could do some different stuff.
And it was only the first game passed by this weekend. So the second, third, fourth, all the way to the end of the season to watch. So guys, what I want you to do is leave your Serie A predictions down in the comments, and we'll read them in the next Serie A video. But before we end, I want to discuss who's going to be your top 3 Capocannoniere for the season. Last season, as we know, is Piontek, Quagliarella, Zapata.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's going to be this season?
I don't know. I think if Immobile plays like he did the first game, I think he could definitely be the Capocannoniere. Fuck, I can't say it anymore.
Capocannoniere.
I can't say it right now, okay? I think he could definitely be
Capocannoniere.
Yes, that. this year. Okay.
All right.
I believe Ronaldo can. Obviously, he's gonna be doing amazing. Plus, I don't know. Let's bring a. I gotta think. Who you say? I'm gonna say my third after you. I gotta think.
I put number 1, Cristiano Ronaldo. Not only because I'm a Juve fan, but it's his second season in Italy. He's already adjusted to the way they play. He had a hard start last season, but I think even though he didn't score in the first game, he played amazing. He was offside on one of the goals, which was pretty much falsely accused of offside. I believe so.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So I think that he'll finish on a 30-goal season maybe, as he normally does. Last season, you can't judge. It was his first season in Italy. He had to get used to the way Serie A plays, which is really different to La Liga. I think that he'll finish the Capocannoniere with at least 30 goals. My second is controversial, but Romelu Lukaku. He was about to come to Juve. I didn't want him to come only because of the way they wanted to swap Dybala for him. But I would have taken him if it was just money straight up. He's a really good striker, fast, big, physical, a little bit overweight, but that also adds to his presence of physicality.
He scored. Okay, I'm sorry, but what Juve should have done, just to also screw over Inter, would have been is to switch Mandzukic or Higuain, and for probably a decent amount of money because it's Man United, to get Lukaku, and if we wanted to get him, because if we don't get Icardi right now, Juve, even we're still gonna be good, but it's just gonna be a decent setback for him.
Yeah, but people are saying, they just wanted to make Inter. They did all of that transfer crap, all these news that his agent was going, Dybala was about to pack up and leave, just to screw Inter over for a couple million. I don't know if our management would do that, but I think that he's going to be one of the Capocannoniere, if not the Capocannoniere. He finished with a lot of goals. He scored on his debut. He's always been one of the top scorers in the Prem for Everton for his first season at Manchester. I think he was getting held back by Mourinho and now Solskjaer, who didn't use him the right way. I think Conte would be a great coach because he's wanted him when he was at Juve, when he was at Chelsea. He's always tried dragging him into it. He never got it. Finally worked out. Even though it's a lot of money, they have to pay it in a year's season, so I think it's a great signing, and he'll score a lot of goals. All right, did you think of your third?
Yeah, for third, you know what? I'm gonna pull out the old boy, Balotelli. It wasn't his top. Okay, I don't know if he could do it again, be the top scorer like a long time ago, but just last year, last year was one of the only times that a player scored more goals. That Quagliarella scored more goals than he did in the Serie A. So maybe if he could play well in Brescia and be like a Piatek like last year and just score a bunch of goals, even if they don't win, like in general, he could do amazing.
I'm gonna put that's really good. I think that he could finish at least with 15 to 20 goals at the end of the season. He could be in the top 3 Capocannoniere. I don't know if that's gonna happen because again he's back in the Serie A. And it's with Brescia, not the best team, but if he gets adjusted quickly, I think he could finish. But I think the third spot will go to Ciro Immobile. Just 2 seasons ago.
You just said Brescia for Ciro Immobile.
No, number 3 is Ciro Immobile.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, number 3.
I know you
the
said
Lazio man, Ciro Immobile. I think that he was the Capocannoniere a couple seasons ago. He finished with one of the most goals in Europe, other than Salah and Messi. I think he was almost in the Champions League.
That was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, yeah.
He had a couple of setbacks because of the way that they didn't make the Champions League. He had a tough season last season, but we could see him right now getting back on his form. The way he played in the first game, I know it's only the first.
His team's definitely gonna back him up this year.
Yeah, they have Correa, and he has also Luis Alberto, who if they get back into form, if Luis Alberto and Milinkovic and all of them get back into form as they did 2 seasons ago, he could be the beast he once was, and he could get into the top 3 top scorers.
Now Correa being like the second season in Lazio, definitely being more adjusted could definitely help Immobile. Definitely, especially be his second man to help him get more goals this year.
Yeah, I understand, bro.
I like Immobile, even though I am a Juve fan. I really do like Lazio, and they always like that underdog team that you always want to get up.
Well, guys, we want to thank you for checking out this video. If you really enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Yeah. Leave some comments, as I said. Comment your Serie A predictions. Yeah. Leave any suggestions if you want to hear anything about the Serie A or anything about football or anything.
CALCIO.
Stop calling me. If you have anything you want to talk about, in the next video. There will be FIFA videos coming soon for FIFA 20, especially mostly for me though.
Probably for his channel. I'll see if I get it the game this year.
Well, I'll see you all, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
you could see what channel you're gonna put for this stuff.
AC Football.
Okay, so sure, he's now part AC Milan fan, I guess.
No, I'm not.
I know.
That's my name.
No, I know, but yeah, we're definitely gonna do more this year. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos, especially pertaining to soccer. Especially, we love Serie. Serie is like the best. See you guys next time.
See you.
I'm hoping you guys didn't hear that, but whatever. See you. Peace. This thing is gonna be in the description.